Hey, what's up? I'm reviewing and comparing the AK-47 and the AS-Val, two Russian assault rifles and those who remain. These are the perks I used for both weapons. Not really much to say there. So first, the AK-47. It has good damage and penetration, which gives it a good ammo efficiency. It has a 30-round mag with 120 spare, and the fire rate is around 600 rounds per minute, which is pretty average. But to balance it out, it has high recoil and full automatic fire, and the iron sights are a bit hard to aim with quickly. Now all of that put together sounds like a pretty good gun. The upsides and downsides perfectly balance each other out to make a very well-rounded gun. Now onto the AS-Val. Wait, what do you mean this is just a better AK? Surely this gun's at least somewhat balanced. Maybe there's, more recoil, maybe less damage, I don't know, something. Really? Nothing? Okay. Okay, so it has higher damage. Okay. Same penetration. Okay. Faster fire rate. Okay, so it has more DPS. I don't see how that helps this situation. It has lower recoil, too. Great. With a AK47, it looks like. Same ammo capacity, 30 rounds with 120 spare. Same exact reload, down to the millisecond. So, yeah. Literally just use the AS-Val. Yet another amazing balancing decision by Peak. Apparently they don't know how to make actually well-balanced guns. They just either make it overpowered as hell or make it unusable. Like the AS-12, total dog shit. The AS-Val, amazing. For only 3 levels higher than the AK, you get something much better with literally 0 downsides. I thought Stylus Studios, the dev team that makes Phantom Forces, wasn't great at balancing weapons, but it seems Peak is even worse. Like, let me think some more, hold on. The PPSH-41 versus the P90, I think they fit similar roles. They're only 2 levels apart. They are both high-capacity SMGs, and the PPSH shoots way faster, with roughly the same damage and penetration, so it has a higher DPS, as well as having a 71-round drum, with an extra, I think, 213 spare versus the P90 that has 50 plus 150 spare. They really screwed the P90 over. It could have gone like 2 penetration instead of just 1, because it's shooting the 5.7 armor-piercing, high-velocity, whatever the fuck bullet. That's literally designed to penetrate as deep as possible for how big it is. So the least they could have done was at least acknowledge that and put it at 2 penetration instead of 1, to give it some kind of redeeming factor over the PPSH. The AS-12 versus the RBK, I already talked about the AS-12, but they fit similar rules. The RBK has high penetration and damage, the AS-12 has slightly higher penetration but really bad damage with a small magazine and bad ammo efficiency, versus the RBK that gets a 40-round mag with a holographic sight, high damage and high penetration, and a pretty good ammo efficiency. It holds 40 with 120 spare, I think. Like, literally, the AS-12 is shooting a short 50 cal. It's 12.7 by 55, I think, versus the 7.62 by 39, which is literally just the same round the AK-47 shoots, yet somehow the RPK has more penetration and damage, when it's basically just a long, heavy-barreled AK. So the AS-12 should, at the very least, have a ton of damage. Maybe even, it has like 4 penetration right now, it should have like maybe 2. Because I think the 12.7 by 55 is subsonic? I'm not sure about that, but it's a low velocity, so it shouldn't be able to penetrate that well. Basically just flip-flop the damage and penetration stats. And then the AA-12 versus the M60, again similar rules, they destroy hordes. The AA-12 has pretty bad range, decent damage, bad ammo efficiency. The M60 has amazing ammo efficiency, basically unparalleled, with great usability as actually surprisingly low recoil. Somehow the AA-12 has more recoil than it. And let's see what else. The SVD versus the M82. I don't even know why they put the SVD at level 88. It should have been lower, I think. They really need a mid-tier sniper rifle. I guess they added the M110, but that's not what I mean. I mean like a bolt action one, or at least something with high damage, not a DMR. The SVD is more of a sniper rifle than a DMR, I'd say. But they kind of screwed it over, putting it right next to the M82A1. Because the M82 is just better. There's no reason to use the M82 over the SVD if you already have it unlocked. I don't know, they kind of just make copies of every gun. I'm looking at all the low-level guns, like the SMGs and shit, and there's like 15 SMGs that are basically exact copies of each other, with slightly altering stats and looks. So, get some original ideas, Peak. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's about all. Rant over. See ya.